This week on Pop Fiction, Simmons, Schulke, Shore, Specialized, Sports, and lots more.
I like the alliteration.
Okay, this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you'll find all the news and reviews in pop culture that's right to type. Today's top story.
The actor who portrayed She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, in She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law, Tatiana Maslany, has shattered all expectations for a second season of Marvel's contentious Disney Plus series. Although Maslany's remark isn't official, it seems to be the last one. Marvel never explored a second season for the show, but head writer Jessica Gao has stated that she has had ideas for more, and the last episode hinted to a potential second season.
Well, nothing gets made without the group thinking about, all right, what's next?
Yeah, but I mean, there's always that speculation that they're going to do more, but Marvel has taken what was the guy's name that was the head of the thing? Not Kevin Feige, but the other guy, that post 2020 COVID thing, and he was just throwing everything at Disney Plus, just more shows.
Well, with COVID, there was nothing to do but watch.
Right,
now
and he oversaturated.
There are so many series that I think, I should watch that, but I'm not going to.
But then and I think it was a lot of things weren't ready, and then people kind of got turned off, and then it just wasn't good too. Yeah. Some of it was, some of it wasn't. I really wanted to what was it? Moon Knight. I didn't.
I did not like it.
I really wanted to like it. I didn't.
I didn't care too much for Hawkeye either.
I liked Hawkeye.
It was all right.
Hawkeye was a surprise hit. I liked Hawkeye.
But
I wanted to like She-Hulk more than I
She-Hulk was fine once I was like, okay, this is
I
hated
the ending.
Yes.
The ending was terrible.
It kind of...
I don't know. It seemed like it was going nowhere fast.
But it did have something to say.
But the point is, I have stopped watching Disney Plus lately because I'm tired of watching all the series. There's I never finished the last season of Mandalorian.
Yep.
Have not watched Ahsoka Tano. I wanted to watch that.
Yeah.
Did not watch the new Kingpin series. What is that called?
Echo.
Looks good, but I'm not going to sit down for 10, 12 episodes of this.
Yeah, I don't even think it's
it's 6.
Yeah.
Even 6. I just... enough, Disney.
You know what, though? The only good thing about it is that it's forever going to live... Well, I'm not going to say forever. As of right now, it's still living out there on the platform.
For now, my buddy was a real big fan of the old movie Willow.
Yeah,
I know. I didn't like it. Okay. He wanted to watch
You
the
are
Willow
great,
series.
Matt Mardigan.
That was a terrible movie.
Yeah,
but he was waiting and he was working a lot. He said, "Yeah, and I'm gonna sit down and watch the series." I said, "That's been pulled." I'm sorry, they pulled Willow.
That's why I retracted my statement. As of right now, it's still on the platform, so check it out if you can.
Fitness guru Richard Simmons disclosed that he did not grant his okay for the film to be made, only hours after it was revealed that Pauly Shore? Mm-hmm. That can't be right. would play him in for a coming biopic. Will we respect his desire to privacy and plan to produce a movie that honors him? The film producers declare.
I saw the trailer for this, and I'm like, you know what? Pauly Shore going for an Oscar. Get it.
It's a short film, and I don't know if he's going to wheeze the juice in this one.
I doubt it.
Richard Simmons didn't wheeze any juice.
I know, but it's Pauly Shore, and I don't know if Pauly Shore can do anything except play Pauly Shore. But if he's going to play Richard Simmons, but the fact of the matter is, Richard Simmons has been a recluse now for,
several years.
Like a decade now. And Kanan is giving me this look like he has no idea who Richard Simmons... Richard Simmons in the 70s was like this fitness icon. Yeah. You know what? Remember, Tommy always likes to play this clip on YouTube.
With who the person is.
Okay. Because there was that one where he had to play the props on...
I'm familiar with the person.
All right.
Just thinking about when had to play the lawn chair.
Yeah, seriously. Massive layoffs were announced to Sports Illustrated employees. Some were informed the right way, while others were informed shortly after. What, did they find out in the magazine?
People were laid off. What? I wonder who made it on this list. Oh!
Yeah. Well, magazines have been falling left and right to the
You can
internet.
keep going.
Oh, according to an email obtained by Front Office Sports Authentic, the licensing businesses that acquired Sports Illustrated from Meredith 5 years ago for $110 million has ended its contract with the Arena business to publish SI in print and digital media. This action was taken 3 weeks after Arena failed to pay $3.75 million, which violated the terms of the company's 2019 SI licensing agreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I believe that line was supposed to be somewhere informed right away, and the others were informed shortly after that there were massive layoffs for Sports Illustrated. So
Damn.
Sports Illustrated is now, as a magazine, defunct. And again, another thing from our basically childhood where, to be honest
for
with
that
you,
swimsuit edition.
yeah, that swimsuit edition was that was like the last vestige, and then even after that, I was like, I'm done with. I got to a point where it's like, I'm done with the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. I think Elle Macpherson was the last cover that I saw, and I was like, I'm gonna thumb through this, and I'm done.
Yeah.
She had that green bikini, I believe.
Yeah. So you were done before or after you rubbed one out?
Don't laugh at that. That was a terrible joke.
It's a great joke.
That was a good one.
But no, it's just we live in a world now where magazines.
Thank you. See, now that's what they call a tag for that joke.
It's a tag team.
Yeah.
I had to tag it on.
What's on the top rope? There's no stop. This week's review. Special Ops Lioness. As the tip of the CIA's spear in the fight on terror, Jo tries to strike a balance between her personal and professional lives. The Lioness program recruits crews? All right. To go undercover with Jo among influential figures in state
This
terrorism.
is a very vague review.
If you don't watch the show, this review is not going to mean nothing to you because you got to watch the first episode and
Who's
know the
in this?
characters.
Cruez.
So this show is on Amazon Prime, starring Zoe Saldana. She
I like her.
She heads up this strike team, and what it is they go after these terrorists, but they go after like the big bosses of these terrorist things. And the way that they do
Osama bin
that
Laden.
is they go after. What they do is they get female operatives.
Of course.
That they get them to buddy up to the wives, girlfriends, mistresses of these terrorist leaders, and then they buddy up with the girlfriends and stuff. And when they get close, and then they can get in close with the guy, and then they assassinate him.
Nice.
And they
Is
do
it
that.
graphic?
It is very graphic, and it goes through this whole thing, and it's like the duality of the lives, and it goes through, and it's a really good, captivating show. Nicole Kidman's in it. There's a couple other things, and about it's kind of not really a spoiler, but you get about 6-7 episodes in, and Morgan Freeman jumps in and drops some knowledge. He plays like the Secretary of State or something, but great show. But yeah,
I couldn't have explained it any better, honestly.
Well done, sir. Well done.
It's my review.
Okay. This week, JB remembers ABC Afterschool Specials.
Oh, yes.
You remember the Afterschool Specials?
Of course.
Started in 1972, taking on
I'm just a bill.
No,
That's Schoolhouse Rock.
Rocks.
These are Afterschool Specials. They would do short 1 hour episodes about social issues affecting children, and showed it right after school. I remember only one episode.
Oh, I hope it's the one I remember.
This was a drinking episode. It had Scott Baio was a high diver.
Yeah.
And his friends talked him into getting drunk, and they were partying at the school pool, and he jumps off the high dive and nearly breaks his back as he's diving off the high dive while intoxicated.
Oh, yeah.
And learns his lesson. They
They
had
all
many
did,
such
yeah.
specials. They usually featured young stars who were hot at the time.
Or not.
And they did have competitors. CBS had the Afternoon Playhouse, and NBC called their show The Special Treat.
Oh, wow.
I never heard of The Special
You know
Treat.
what? I mean,
I
the
remember
ABC,
Playhouse.
the ABC
Yeah.
After School special is the only one that I remember.
Do you remember the episode with Ben Affleck doing steroids
Oh, man.
in high school? Plays a high school kid, does steroids, and he gets real angry. It's really good.
But definitely a blast.
A young Ben Affleck.
I had not thought about after-school specials at all. It completely left my memory until I watched Straight Outta Compton. When the comment, he says, he calls Ice Cube's Boys in the Hood movie, an after-school special. And Ice Cube says, you call my movie an after-school. He says, you know I love those after-school specials. I said, oh yeah, those after-school specials. Oh my goodness.
Definitely good.
But finally on JB Remembers, the ABC after-school specials.
Very good, very good. Well, you know what? This week, Ralphie D recommends a movie that I hope we do a review on next week, The Beekeeper.
Oh, dear God.
One man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful and clandestine organization known as Beekeepers. Now, on the surface, this may seem like, just your normal, average shoot 'em up because it stars Jason Statham. This movie has heart.
It does not have heart.
This is what I say. All right, this is Ralphie D. He recommends.
I saw
JB
this movie.
recommends. All right, Ralphie D is recommending this movie because all you got to do is make me care about the characters, and I'm in.
Well, you have to make me care about the characters. I didn't care about any of them.
Well, you know what?
I'm
That's
so
fine.
tired of we're outside of the chain of command. Just put on costumes and call yourselves the Super Friends then. You're
All
the
right,
Super
look.
Friends.
To those of us who've never worked in the government as a secret agent or whatever it is you did back in the day, I don't know how government works, so it was totally plausible to me.
Oh, man. This is what the government doing, yeah.
I mean, he did a lot. Trust me, he did a lot. Borderline too much, but it was. It was
So
good
basically,
because
it's
he was
like every
one
other
man
Jason
on a
Statham.
mission.
I think
With
my
all the money I'm
favorite
spending,
scene.
I hope they're like Jason Statham.
I think
That's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
my favorite scene was when Jason Statham elbowed a guy on the top of the head who was wearing a
A helmet.
Kevlar
Yeah,
helmet,
they all
and the
were.
guy just went unconscious.
He was punching.
I was like, that
one
would have
punch-
made a sound, and he'd have laughed at him.
Yeah, he was one punch
He
knocking
could-
people out.
Yeah, he's just.
That had visible armor on.
And I love,
was
I love the elbow because that if he would have really struck somebody, he would have really hurt his arm.
Spoiler alert: there's a co-star in this movie from The Cosby Show, and you will be surprised at
Malcolm
this.
Jamal Warner?
I'm not saying who it is, but
Tempest Bledsoe.
Bill might make his comeback. I'm Ralphie D, and that's news to me.
I'm Coolwater Kurt. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
We'd like to hear what you think.
Leave us a comment down below. Let your opinion be heard.
And if you like this video, please check out other videos on our channel.
I'm JB. I'd like to give a shout out to my man
AM.
Not sure what he's doing right now, but this
Wow.
is 252 Pop Fiction, where you hear it
First.
I think we should give a call out to AM. Make sure he's okay.
I talked to him. I just don't know if you
I'm Adonis. Pull yourself together.